ex-NASA astronaut says, "We have contact with extraterrestrial alien creatures and their appearance is bizarre." On July 28, 2011, former astronaut and scientist Brian O'Leary passed away shortly after making a big statement. When the United States Space Agency, NASA, selected its sixth group of astronauts in August 1967, he was selected to be a member of the group. O'Leary had been a member of Princeton University's physics faculty for many years. According to him, there is substantial evidence indicating that Earth is being visited by extraterrestrial beings. He claimed that advanced civilizations arrived on Earth a very long time ago, and that these civilizations employ technology that are founded on consciousness. Brian O'Leary, Dr. Private O'Leary on Thrive Movement said, "There is much evidence that we have been contacted by aliens and that these civilizations have been visiting us for a very long time. Their appearance may be bizarre from any traditional Western materialistic point of view. These visitors use consciousness influencing technologies, the toroid, and use co-rotating magnetic disks for their propulsion systems, which appear to be the common denominator of the UFO phenomenon," he said. Dr. Brian O'Leary was born January 7, 1940. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with intestinal cancer and died of a heart attack. In August 1967, he was one of the astronauts chosen by NASA to participate in the sixth group of astronauts. The people that made up this team, were commonly referred to as the science astronauts. Dr. O'Leary attended Williams College and earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in physics, and in 1961, he then attended the University of California, Berkeley, and earned a doctorate of philosophy degree in astronomy in 1967. He was a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science and secretary of the Paleontology section of the American Geophysical Union. In addition, he led the Asteroidal Research Group for the NASA Ames Summer Study on Space Settlements. He was a founding board member of the International Association for New Science and the New Energy Movement's first president. He was a fellow at the World Innovation Foundation and a Princeton University physics professor. After O'Leary quit NASA, Carl Sagan invited him to lecture at Cornell University in 1968. He stayed there as an astronomy researcher, associate from 68 to 69, and as an associate professor from 69 to 71. He looked into lunar mascons while he was at Cornell. During 70 to 71 academic year, O'Leary worked as a visiting researcher at the California Institute of Technology. He was a deputy team leader of the Mariner 10 Venus-Mercury TV science team. NASA recognized the team's efforts by presenting them with a Group Accomplishment Award. During a live interview with Kerry Cassidy of Project Camelot, he shared some fascinating insights regarding Carl Sagan. O'Leary and Sagan had been friends for a number of years, but when O'Leary decided to leave Cornell, they had a falling out. Following his departure, O'Leary began to explore some of Carl's work. He claimed that the iconic face at Cydonia on Mars, which was photographed by Viking in 1975 and resembled a human face, was altered by Sagan before being released to the public. He said it was very, very disappointing to me because not only was Carl wrong, he also fudged the data. He published a picture of a face in Parade magazine, a popular article saying that the face was just a natural formation, but he doctored the picture to make it not look like a face, O'Leary said. In May 1990, O'Leary released a paper titled Analysis of Images of the Face on Mars and Possible Intelligent Origin, which only further demonstrated his skepticism. It was published in the Journal of the British Interplanetary Society, Volume 43, Number 5. O'Leary also went on the record and stated, "I began to realize just directly from the scientific point of view, not only hearsay that this man was colluding with NASA, that there might be more to this than before." Carl was a committee with a number of notable people. There was a report issued by the Brookings Institute in 1961, and that's about when I knew Carl during those years. The 60s mostly was when I worked closely with him, that he and this other group said, Well, if any ETs ever showed up on the Earth, it has to be covered up. That's the only way we're going to be able to manage this, because if we can't, then it would be too much of a culture shock. So I guess that's why Carl Sagan wanted to fudge everything up, so that he wouldn't shock people on Earth. Now, on the 18th of September 1994, Dr. O'Leary said during the International Forum on New Science in Fort Collins in Colorado, quote, "A secret group within the United States government keeps the masses for nearly 50 years away about UFOs and extraterrestrial contact. We have contact with extraterrestrial civilizations. This information is probably obscured by an elite group within the CIA, NSA, and DIA. This small group knows well the secrets to keep. Watergate and the Iran-Contra affair are child play compared to this cosmic Watergate about UFOs, aliens, mind control, genetic engineering, free energy, and anti-gravity," O'Leary said. O'Leary suggested not only the existence of an extraterrestrial presence on Earth, but also the existence of a face on Mars. He also penned the introduction to Stephen Greer's book, Hidden Truth, Forbidden Knowledge. The book is about repressed alien technologies such as free energy, anti-gravity, and extraterrestrial presence on Earth. There is a serious possibility that we are being visited and have been visited for many years by people from outer space, by other civilizations. Who they are, where they are from, and what they want should be the subject of rigorous scientific investigation and not be the subject of rubbishing by tabloid newspapers. This is what Lord Admiral Hill Norton, former Chief of Defense Staff, 5-star Admiral of the Royal Navy, Chairman of NATO Military Committee, said. Intelligent beings from other star systems have been and are visiting our planet Earth. They are variously referred to as visitors, others star people, watchers, ETs, etc. They are visiting Earth now. It's not a matter of conjecture or wistful thinking, Theodore C. Lauder III, Ph.D., Professor Emeritus of Earth Sciences, University of New Hampshire, said. And then, Paul Hellyer, former Canadian Defense Minister, said, "Aliens are living among us, and that it is likely at least 2 of them are working with the U.S. government. Decades ago, visitors from other planets warned us about where we were headed and offered to help. But instead, we, or at least some of us, interpreted their visits as a threat and decided to shoot first and ask questions after, because I know that they are. As a matter of fact, they've been visiting our planet for thousands of years," Paul Hellyer said. "My people tell of star people who came to us many generations ago. The star people brought spiritual teachings and stories and maps of the cosmos, and they offered these freely. They were kind, loving, and set a great example. When they left us, my people say there was a loneliness like no other," Richard Wagamazi Ojibwe, author, said. This is on Collective Spark by Vicky Verma Hazen-Wise. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box